Look, you obviously love your dog, right? But sometimes love alone just isn't quite enough, especially if the two of you are basically speaking entirely different languages. So ask yourself, do you actually know what your dog wants? Most well-intentioned owners think a couple of walks, good food, and some belly rubs are totally enough to cover it. But today, we're going to reveal what your dog actually needs to be truly fulfilled. The reality is that 98% of owners completely miss these signs. And it's not out of neglect. It's simply because nobody ever told you these hidden needs even existed. So let's just get right into it. Section 1. The Canine Mind. Sniffing and Learning. This is exactly where our human assumptions seriously clash with the biological truth of the canine brain. And it really starts with something as simple as your daily walk. We humans cap out at around 6 million olfactory receptors, but dogs, they have up to 300 million. When you're pulling your dog away from a fire hydrant or a random patch of grass, you probably think they're just wasting time. But this stark contrast shows they aren't dawdling at all. They're actually reading the neighborhood news. They are literally collecting a full report on which dog was there, what they ate, and how they felt. Honestly, it's their equivalent of scrolling through social media. To put that into perspective, that is a massive 40 times multiplier. The part of a dog's brain that is completely dedicated to analyzing smells is proportionally 40 times greater than ours. Their nose isn't just a body part, it's literally their entire lens for understanding the world around them. And the impact of this is absolutely huge. Research shows that a 20-minute loose-leash sniff walk does vastly more for your dog mentally than a 45-minute fast-paced march. Giving them the freedom to actually stop and investigate their environment leads to visibly less anxiety and a lot less destructive behavior at home. You aren't losing time by stopping, you're actively improving their mental health. But, what happens when we ignore those busy minds? Physical exercise isn't always enough to fix it. If your dog is suddenly destructive, excessively barking, restless, or just endlessly seeking your attention, they aren't just feeling energetic. They're actually suffering from deep mental boredom. Their working DNA, which was bred over centuries to herd, track, or protect, just has nowhere to go. Which brings us to a really fascinating finding. Just 10 minutes a day of teaching them a new trick, or maybe a nose work game, engages their brain so intensely that it tires them out more than a 30-minute run. Their brains are literally happier, just flooded with reward chemicals. And the complexity of the trick doesn't even matter. It's that focused engagement that does the trick. Section 2. The Emotional Ecosystem. Routine, greetings, and calm energy. Your daily habits literally create the emotional weather your dog lives in every single day. Have you ever noticed how your dog waits by the door at the exact same time? They are total creatures of ritual. This is biology, not just a learned habit. Out in the wild, survival depended heavily on the predictability of knowing exactly when to hunt, when to rest, and when to be alert. That ancient internal rhythm, it's still running strong inside your dog today. And the science backs this up powerfully. Keeping your feeding times, walks, and wind-down routines consistent is literal medicine for your pet. That daily structure is exactly what shifts your dog out of a state of anxious, chaotic anticipation and into a state of deep, profound relaxation. Now, it's a super common, usually well-intentioned mistake to completely ignore an excited dog when you walk through the front door. But here's the thing. Pack animals physically need a reunion ritual to regulate their stress markers. Obviously, you don't want to reward them for jumping. So you just redirect it, ask for a nice sit, and then give them 60 seconds of your complete, undivided attention. Get right down to their level. When you ignore them, you're actually creating lingering anxiety. But when you connect, you regulate their nervous system for the rest of the day. And that connection goes even deeper than your daily greeting. Studies show they are constantly reading you. Because dogs evolved alongside humans for 15,000 years, they basically act as walking emotional mirrors, meaning chronic exposure to your stress literally becomes chronic stress for them. Managing your own anxiety and consciously practicing calm energy around your dog is absolutely essential to their peace of mind. Section 3. The Canine Drive. The Need for Purpose. Believe it or not, a life of pure pampering might actually be emotionally hollowing out your pet. Think about it for a second. Do you always let your dog win every single game of tug of war or every chase? We naturally think letting them win is the kind thing to do, but it secretly removes something crucial that they are biologically wired to crave, the powerful experience of actually earning something. Enter the Eureka effect. As published in Animal Cognition,
Dogs don't actually want a free ride. They experience a massive spike in excitement and satisfaction when they have to solve a problem to earn their reward. The effort itself is what creates the joy. The earning is the whole point.
By assigning your dog a simple job, like carrying a light grocery bag, wearing a dog backpack on a hike, or finding a hidden toy, you tap directly into their genetic drive to contribute. You completely transform them from being a passive recipient of affection into a proud, focused worker. These aren't just cute tricks, these are real missions to them. Because they don't just want to be loved. When a dog completes one of these missions, watch them closely. Their entire physical posture changes. You'll see it in how they hold their tail, in their eyes, and in how they stand. They are experiencing genuine, earned pride. They really just want to feel useful. Loving your dog is wonderful, of course, but meeting these hidden biological needs is what truly transforms your dog from a mere pet hanging around your house into a deeply fulfilled, confident partner in your world. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Which of these hidden needs will you fulfill for your partner today? Just take one insight from this explainer, put it into practice right now, and watch your dog's life completely transform. They have been quietly wishing for you to understand them this deeply all along.